Chrisley knows best. Judge denies Julie Chrisley's special request. A special request made by Julie Chrisley has been denied by the judge. The Chrisley Knows Best star asked to appear at her upcoming resentencing hearing remotely. However, a judge ruled that Julie would need to be there in person. Keep reading to learn the details of Julie's resentencing. Julie Chrisley asks to appear remotely for resentencing. Todd and Julie Chrisley are both currently serving time in prison for bank fraud and tax evasion. Last September, their sentences were reduced to 10 years for Todd and 6 years for Julie. The couple is attempting to appeal their convictions. Last month, the court decided that Julie wasn't justly sentenced. There was little evidence to prove that the reality show star knew about the bank fraud before 2007. As we previously reported, Julie Chrisley will be resentenced in district court next month. Although the family was happy to hear about the court's decision to resentence Julie, the Chrisley Knows Best star did not want to appear in person. She filed a motion that explained appearing in Atlanta for the court would cause her undue physical hardship. Julie will have to be transferred via a facility in Oklahoma City or placed in a van for a long period of time to travel. On top of that, she will have to remain shackled the entire time. Alex Little, Julie's attorney, explained her desire to appear remotely. Because Mrs. Chrisley is presently in the custody of the Bureau of Prisons, BOP, outside the state of Georgia, BOP likely would transfer her via the transfer facility in Oklahoma City or place her in a van for a lengthy, multiple-hour trip while shackled to facilitate her appearance in court, he stated. The courthouse where Julie has to appear is around 400 miles away from where she is serving her prison sentence at FMC Lexington in Kentucky. Judge denies Julie's request, demands her to appear in person. Judge Eleanor L. Ross denied Julie Chrisley's request to appear at her resentencing remotely. The judge made the decision on Wednesday, August 7. She demanded that the Chrisley Knows Best star appear in person in Atlanta in September. Not only that, but she wants Julie to be in cuffs. The judge issues a notice to law enforcement stating, "You are hereby commanded to have the body of Julie Chrisley by you restrained of her liberty." Judge Ross continued, demanding that Julie be in the courtroom every day until she is discharged by the court. After that, she wrote that Julie would be sentenced and receive and abide by the judgment of this court in the above entitled case, thence to be returned to the custody from which she came. In the world of reality television, the Chrisley family has carved out a niche that blends Southern charm with undeniable drama. With their lavish lifestyle and unabashed personalities, they've captured the hearts and raised the eyebrows of millions. However, even the most charismatic family can find themselves facing the weight of the law. In a recent courtroom saga, a judge denied Julie Chrisley's special request, sending ripples through their carefully curated public image. The sun had barely crested the horizon on that fateful day, casting a warm glow over the courthouse steps as Julie, adorned in her signature designer outfit, made her way through the throngs of reporters. The click of cameras echoed like a heartbeat, each flash a reminder of the spotlight that had once been a source of pride, now tinged with uncertainty. Julie, the matriarch of the Chrisley clan, had always projected an air of confidence, but on this day, the weight of her circumstances seemed to settle heavily on her shoulders. Julie's request was a desperate bid for leniency amid the legal storm that had engulfed the family. She sought to postpone certain penalties linked to their high-profile tax evasion case, hoping to buy time for what she referred to as family healing. She argued that the Chrisleys were more than their mistakes, that they were a family bound by love, laughter, and resilience. But in the cold, stark environment of the courtroom, where emotion often takes a backseat to legal protocol, her plea fell flat. The courtroom was a theatrical stage, with the judge seated like a director overseeing the unfolding drama. His gavel came down with a finality that echoed through the air, and the words denied hung in the space like an uninvited guest. It was a moment that would ripple through their lives, altering the course of their family dynamics and their future in the limelight. As the news broke, fans took to social media, their reactions a mix of shock, sympathy, and speculation. For many, the Chrisleys were a guilty pleasure. Their extravagant lives, filled with quirky humor and melodrama, made for binge-worthy television. But behind the scenes, the reality was far more complex. Julie's denial was not just a legal setback. It was a poignant reminder that the stakes were high and the consequences were real. Todd Chrisley, Julie's husband and the family patriarch, was uncharacteristically silent in the wake of the news. Known for his quick wit and relentless optimism, he seemed to retreat into a shell, the bravado he often displayed on screen replaced by a palpable tension. It was as if the denial had pulled the rug out from under him, shaking the foundation of the reality he had built for himself and his family. Meanwhile, the children, Savannah, Chase, and Grayson, navigated their own feelings in the aftermath of their mother's denial. Savannah, who had carved out her own niche as a budding entrepreneur, took to her social media platforms to express solidarity with her mother. She posted a heartfelt message about resilience, family, and the importance of standing together in times of adversity. Yet behind her words, one could sense the turmoil brewing within. A daughter grappling with the pressures of public scrutiny while trying to uphold her family's image. Chase, the self-proclaimed jokester of the family, attempted to lighten the mood with a series of humorous TikTok videos, but his humor felt forced, a thin veneer over the anxiety that lingered in the air. Grayson, the youngest, seemed particularly affected, often retreating into the world of video games as a means to escape the unfolding chaos. The carefree childhood he once enjoyed felt overshadowed by the legal troubles that had become an all-too-frequent topic of conversation. As the days turned into weeks, the fallout from the judge's decision continued to unfold. The family found themselves under an intense spotlight, their every move scrutinized by the media and their fans. They were no longer just characters in a reality show. They were real people facing real consequences, and the line between entertainment and tragedy blurred in the public eye. In the midst of this turmoil, Julie leaned into her faith. She found solace in prayer, often sharing uplifting messages on her social media, encouraging her followers to remain steadfast in their beliefs. Her posts, filled with scripture and motivational quotes, became a beacon of hope not only for herself, but for her family as well. She reminded them that their love for each other could weather any storm, that they were stronger together than apart. Yet the pressure continued to mount. Legal bills piled up, and the specter of potential imprisonment loomed large over their family discussions. They gathered around the dinner table, once a space of laughter and shared stories, now shrouded in silence, each member lost in their thoughts. The jovial spirit that had characterized their gatherings seemed like a distant memory, overshadowed by the gravity of their situation. In an unexpected twist, a family friend who had once appeared on the show stepped forward, offering support and resources to help navigate the legal maze they found themselves in. It was a reminder that, even in the darkest times, they weren't entirely alone. Together, they began to strategize, seeking legal counsel and exploring options to appeal the judge's decision. Hope flickered anew, a tiny flame in the midst of overwhelming darkness. As the Chrisleys worked to regroup, the dynamics within the family began to shift. They became more introspective, discussing their values and what truly mattered. The bond of family emerged as their most valuable asset, a reminder that, despite the chaos outside, they had each other. They leaned into their strengths, drawing on the lessons learned from their reality TV journey, the importance of authenticity, resilience, and love. In the end, while Julie's special request was denied, it served as a catalyst for transformation within the Chrisley household. The once glamorous facade of their lives began to peel away, revealing the deeper connections and the vulnerability that lay beneath. They realized that, while they were in the spotlight, they were also human, navigating life's complexities together.